This video is on competitive representative agencies. Now, part of competitive government, or the big part of competitive government, is everybody picks their government, and their government only governs them. There'll be about a dozen choices per geographic jurisdiction. So within your state, you'll have roughly 12 different governments you can choose within your locality. Each one of those governments will have a local component, and then federal will be the same thing. They'll have a federal component as well. But you get to pick which one. Your neighbor picks a different one. The other neighbor picks another one. Obviously, the limitation is between 5 and 20%. So every government governs themselves. So what is the representative agencies all about? Well, all these, every sector will have a sector board. These are monopolized sector boards with limited power. These are for when government needs to handle everything uniformly or as a monopoly. So we have to have one commander in chief, for example, the top diplomat, some of the authorizing agencies to authorize military power or authorize police powers. So some of these will have, some of these will need a sector board with monopoly control in certain with limited powers, and then every system will have to have some type of hierarchy. The sector board, the monopolized sector board, will make sure all those competitive governments are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They can't tell them how to do it, but they can tell them if you are causing negative externalities, if you're doing wrong, if you're causing harm out there, or not taking care of business correctly, your responsibilities, then you have to stop being a competitive government, and everybody has to belong to a competitive government. So they just have to make sure everything's going right. That sector board, monopolized sector board, is made up of representatives of the competitive governments. So there'd be about roughly 12 different competitive governments. One might be at 7%, another one at 14%, one at 19%, another one at 9%. All of them will have percentages, and the decimal points will go out as far as needed. So every change in a citizen's selection of a government will change what the representative power is. So you go to the sector board with a representative power. So if you have 14.386% of the people, citizens belong to that competitive government, you send up a competitive representative with that exact percentage, whatever I said it, 14.3, whatever, all the way out to the decimal points.